Now let's go ahead and move on to another welterweight matchup, which is again one of your fighters, Josh Koscheck, who's going to be facing GSP at UFC 124 coming up very shortly here in Montreal on December 11th. Now, what did you, Josh, and the team at AKA learn from that first fight with GSP?
Well, we had two fights with GSP, John Fitch and Josh Koscheck. I think more we learned that Josh just didn't listen. I mean, I don't think that's new news. That's, you know, he came in saying, "Oh, I've been wrestling since I was 4. You know, this guy's not going to take me down. You know, this and that." And you know, he went into that fight with zero game plan, with all just natural ability, and all dedicated to try to knock GSP out. And he said it, and he did it. Meaning that's the game plan he came in with, and that's the game plan he executed. But he didn't land the shots he was supposed to, you know, or wanted to. This is a totally different Koscheck. You know, and people say, oh, rematch this and that. And, yeah, rematches are because, yeah, GSP fought Koscheck, so it's kind of a rematch. But they're totally different athletes. They're totally different mixed martial artists. So this, to me, I'm not considering this a rematch. You know, on our side, we have a totally different fighter, a far more focused fighter. And I would say that Koscheck lost that fight due to kind of a mental, inefficiency. Like he just wasn't mentally, you know, in the right mode to win that fight. And now he is. That's the difference. Yeah, he's gotten better everywhere, but mentally he's ready to execute a game plan and is doing that in sparring right now. So, you know, we're coming in very confident, you know, and I'm the kind of guy that just never looks at this guy is supposed to beat that guy. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. You have to come in and execute your game plan on game day, period. And I expect Josh Koscheck to do that.
So it sounds like the biggest adjustment has been a mental adjustment in terms of Josh facing GSP again. Are there any other adjustments that you guys have made that you think are key, or is that mental adjustment the biggest piece?
Without a doubt, the mental adjustment is the biggest piece, and you know it's a thing where I can't force any one of my fighters to make that adjustment. Josh has done it on his own. This is without a doubt his best training camp I've ever seen. He's very, very motivated. Now, in terms of technical, yeah, I mean we're working on things in here. Everything dedicated to the game plan, and everything dedicated on the game plan not going well. We need to make adjustments as the fight happens, and we'll know a lot, you know, first, second, or third round. But the sure thing is you know, Koscheck executes his game plan. You know, we're gonna have a good night.
Okay. Now, what do you think? Kind of talking from a technical standpoint, what do you think will be the biggest factor in this fight with GSP? Do you think it's takedowns, winning scrambles, striking? What do you see as being the biggest factor?
I think that, you know, not to sound too vague, but I think the biggest factor is just winning. It's winning every position. You can't, you know, this winning, you know, certain things here and there, you know, intro level, you know, UFC fighter might do you well, but this is for the title, and it doesn't matter the weight class. If you're fighting for the title, you can't lose in certain areas and expect to win in certain areas. You have to plan on winning everywhere, and that's what Koss plans on doing.
You're listening to the MMA Out Loud Radio Network, with shows every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. Join host Carl Two-Eye Shimkin, Kid Shim,